Dear student, in this video we are going to discuss about coal, their different varieties and uses in industry. So let us first of all start with the introduction. Coal is naturally occurring black mineral which is made up of carbon. Coal is a fossil fuel produced from high accumulation of vegetable debris by the action of heat and pressure over millions of years. It is an important source of energy. The common variety of coal having different carbon content. These are mainly four types. Anthracite, it will having 93% of the carbon content. Second is the bituminous coal, it will having 83% of the carbon content, and jointly this called mature coal. Third one is the lignite, it will having 67% of the carbon content, and peat coal, it will having 57% of the carbon content. The content of the carbon increase and that of nitrogen and oxygen is decreased as we move from peat to anthracites. The transformation of these vegetable matter to coal will occur in two stages. The first one is the biochemical or peat stage. In this stage, plant matter undergo microbial degradation in the presence of air. The end product of this stage is peat. Second stage is called chemical or metamorphism. In this stage, peat deposit buried under sediment lose moisture and volatile components under the effect of heat and high pressure. The peat becomes enriched in carbon and its oxygen content decrease. The transformation of peat to lignite takes place over near about 10 raised to the power 7 years. During the transformation process of peat to mature coal, the carbon content further increase gradually and the percentage of nitrogen and oxygen decreases. Lignite coal is converted into mature coal in near about 3 into 10 raised to power 8 years. So these are the two main stages through which the vegetable debris that will change into mature coals. Then composition of the coal. It mainly contains carbon. In addition to carbon, coal contains aromatic hydrocarbons such as benzenes, xylene and naphthalene, and some of the organic compound of nitrogen and sulfur. Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen constitute the true coal substances, and the properties of coal depend upon these constituents. Different varieties of coal have different contents of elemental carbon. For example, anthracite contains highest proportion of carbon, while peats contain least carbon content. This table showing the average composition of different varieties of coal. In case of anthracite, the carbon content that is maximum, it is near about 93%, while the content of hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogens volatile matters and moisture, that is very least. As we move from anthracite to peat coal, the content of the carbon is decreased, and while the content of the rest of the constituents such as hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, volatile matter and moisture, they will increases. So this table showing the average composition of different varieties of coals. Next is carbonization, and it is also called destructive distillation of coal. Carbonization is basically the process of heating coal in the absence of air to a sufficiently high temperature. In this case, coal undergo decomposition. The volatile matter and sulfur compound are vaporized, and a black porous coke is behind, left as a residue, which will having near about 70% composition. The hot vapor is cooled. A part of this condensed into liquid, and a part pass out as a uncondensed gas, which is called coal gas. It is a mixture of low molecular mass alkane and alkene, and it is used as a gaseous fuel. The composition is near about 70%. The condensed liquid separate into two layers. The upper layer is ammonical liquor having 8 to 10% compositions, and lower layer is coal tar having composition 4 to 5%. The ammonical liquor is a solution of ammonia in water and may be used for the preparation of fertilizer, for example ammonium sulfate. The coal tar is a black viscous liquid having unpleasant smell. It is a complex mixture of large number of aromatic hydrocarbon. Here it may be noted that anthracite, lignite and peat coal are soften and swell at high temperature. Therefore, these type of coal cannot be carbonized. In this case, only bituminous coal, which does not soften or swell at high temperature, is used for the carbonization purpose. So this one is the diagrammatically representation of carbonization of bituminous coal. Then process of carbonization, it will comprises of 7 steps. The first one is that coal is slowly heated. In this step, moisture and occultated gases are driven out. Then at about 260 to 270 degrees Celsius, H2S gas and lower hydrocarbons such as alkene and alkane are evolved. Then at about 250 degrees Celsius, coal undergo decomposition with brisk evolution of gas and tarry vapors. Then temperature is raised to the higher, and below this temperature 450 degrees Celsius, gases containing mainly hydrocarbons which are evolved. Then at about 700 degrees Celsius temperature, the amount of the hydrogen evolved increased. Then temperature is raised to 800 degrees Celsius, and at this temperature mainly gases are evolved. The gas are evolved, leaving molten coal as a residue in the end. So these are the various steps which are involved in the process of carbonization. The carbonizations of coal are mainly divided into two types. The first will take place at low temperature. It is the destructive distillation of the coal and carried out between 500 to 700 degrees Celsius. The yield of coke in this case is about 75 to 80%, and it contains about 5 to 50% volatile matter. It is not mechanically strong, so it cannot be used as a metallurgical coke. However, it burns easily, giving practically a smokeless, hot and radiant fire. Hence, it is suitable for domestic purpose. The byproduct gas produced about 130 to 150 cubic metric ton by this process is richer in high calorific value, about 27,000 to 39 kilojoule per meter cube, and is therefore more valuable gas fuel. The coal tar is also obtained as a byproduct in this case. It contains more of paraffin hydrocarbon and small amount of aromatic hydrocarbon along with higher phenol and nitrogenous compound. So it is low temperature decomposition. Next is the coal tar. It is the byproduct obtained during the carbonization of the coke. It is a black, viscous, semi-solid fluid having peculiar smell. It is condensed along with ammoniacal vapor when the volatile product of destructive distillation of coal are cooled down. The yield of coal tar is nearly 4 to 5% of the weight of the coal. Then composition of the coal tar. It is a mixture of large number of aromatic hydrocarbon. The hydrocarbon mostly belong to benzene series having this formula. Naphthalene series having this general formula, and anthracene and phenanthrenes having this general formulas. Instead of these, a small amount of long chain aliphatic hydrocarbon having these formula are also present. Beside hydrocarbon, coal tar also contain about 2% of simpler phenol like carbolic acids and numerous sulfur compound which impart peculiar smell to the coal tar. Then fraction distillation of coal tar. Various constituents of coal tar like aromatic hydrocarbon, phenol, carbon can be separated and isolated by fractional distillation. The different fraction of distillation of coal tar are represented in this table. It will having the light oil fraction which will obtain at near about this temperature, and it will mainly contains benzenes, toluene and xylenes. Then the content is further heated above 443 to 503 Kelvin, and it is called middle oil fraction. It will mainly contains phenol, naphthalene and pyridines. The content which is obtained in between 503 to 543 Kelvin is called heavy oil fraction, and it will mainly contain naphthalene, naphthol and creosoles. Then temperature is further raised to 543 to 633 Kelvin, and it is called green oils fractions, and it will mainly contains anthracene and phenanthrenes. And in last, the residue left, which is called pitch. It is a non-volatile and it will mainly contains carbon having composition 92 to 94%. So these are different fraction of coal tar which can obtain at different temperature. Then uses of coal tar fractions. Constituents mainly benzene, toluene and xylenes. These are used for the different purpose. For example, benzene is used as a starting material for the synthesis of phenols, chlorobenzenes, gamma hexenes and DDTs. Toluene is used for the manufacturing of saccharides, benzaldehyde, benzoic acids and trinitrotoluenes. Paraxylene is used as a raw material for the preparation of terylene fibers. Then naphthalene. It is used in the manufacturing of phthalic acid and alpha beta naphthols and naphthylamines. Then pyridines and other coal tar base. These are used in the manufacturing of intermediate for preparing dye, in vulcanization and in pharmaceutical products. Then phenol and creosotes. These are obtained from heavy oil fraction and used in manufacturing of salicylic acids, aspirin and phenacetines. Phenol is used in the manufacturing of adipic acids, which is the raw material for manufacturing of nylons. And last constituent are anthracene and phenanthrenes. These are obtained from green oil fraction of coal tar. It is used in the manufacturing of anthraquinone, which is an important intermediate for making dye. These are used in synthesis of number of organic compounds. So these are the uses of different product obtained during the distillation of the coal tar. Then uses of coal tar based chemical. The first one is the naphthalene. It is used in the manufacturing of dye, tanning agent, mothballs and domestic disinfectant. Then coal tar is used for making electrode for aluminium and steel industry. Coal tar is used for painting woods, iron, brick, bark and to prevent action of corrosive chemicals. It is used for the manufacturing of roof felts. It is employed for the manufacturing of lamp black. It is flammable and sometimes used for heating boiler. It is used to manufacture paint and synthetic dyes. The various phenolic coal tar derivatives have analgesic properties. These include phenacetin and paracetamol. Coal tar is an ingredient of anti-dandruff and lice-repelling shampoo, soap, and ointment. The residue left after fractional distillation of coal tar is called pitch. It contains 92 to 95% carbon and is used for making varnish, waterproofing of roof, and road surfacing. So it is all about the uses of coal tar based chemicals.